Whoa, we're live.
We're live, we're doing a thing. Hello, everybody in streaming world. We are the Podguyz Podcast, bringing it to you live as we do 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, on time, every time. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here, and it's 10:19, and Tony just lied.
You're crazy. 10:15 is when I started, 10:16 now.
It is 10:20 right now.
Your computer is vastly off.
Wow. My computer was made in China by not a clocksmith. Holy crap. Because I just checked my cell phone and it says 10:16.
You're right.
Damn.
God damn.
This is awful.
That is some horrible Chinese fucking knockoff shit.
Listen, the camera, you are witnessing.
The camera's money.
Not bad. It is not bad. The memory
really
on this thing, not a lot of memory going on, not a lot of gigs. Sparky is here as well.
Sparky is here.
And Sparky says hi with the letter H.
Wait, I got some introductions for him this week. I wrote things down. I got the thing. We do it.
All right. I'm going to play some Pokemon Go. Let me know when you're done with that long introduction.
All right. I have a long list this week.
All right. Hey.
The painter of pop art. The Liberace of liberal arts. The master of minimalism. Les Sparky.
I actually like that one. I really did. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was good. Painter of pop art was a good start.
Yeah, painter of pop art. That was great.
Then you threw in some Liberace reference, and I'm like, whew, Sparky. What did he do to you?
Yeah. So how is everybody? Everybody's good? Everybody's having a good week?
Not a bad week. Can't complain about the week. I am ready for football. You know how ready I get for football all the time. Got a new-ish chair. We're trying to still get all moved in here. We got the new studio here, basically.
Very
window
exciting.
behind me. We're throwing it together. It's better than it was. Better than a cell phone, of course. We got the
and you have internet. Yay!
Internet's back in action. The guy who hooked up the internet, I said, I'm going to need 20 feet of wire. And he was like, okay, 16? No, 20 feet of wire. Okay. Sir, that is not 20 feet of wire. Yes, it's 16. No, I need 20 feet of wire.
What ethnicity or creed was he?
He was a Dominican guy, right? I love Dominicans. They're great people all the time. It's
Excellent.
just this guy, he probably works a lot. You don't know. So then he shows me what is exactly a splitter. And he says, "Oh, I'll just use this and I'll connect a longer one." I said, "No, the fuck you won't. Don't do that. Get a brand new wire out.
One solid line.
Right? One line, one connection. I said 20 feet, right? So then he measures it out 20 feet and he hooks it up and he's like, 20 feet was the right idea. I'm like, I know, dude. I know. I measured of what I thought I might need. And if I need any less, I could just slack it up on the outside. He's like, oh, very smart. Very smart. So he called me smart twice, and I felt good about it. Then I had to go to work for 30 hours or whatever. I don't know. It's a blur. But there is
in a row. Yeah.
There is internet here. We are loving it. Netflix still has nothing on. Spider-Man did not break records. I want everybody to know that they did not break records.
Well, it did not break a record. It broke a 2026 record.
I get it. It broke. It's the biggest grossing movie of the year. The Joker with
So far.
Joaquin Phoenix made like $1 billion in a day. And that's a lot for a movie that wasn't good at all. They had an insane amount of, they had zero plot. It was a very metaphorical. I didn't see the new Spider-Man movie, but Zendaya is being criticized for good reason.
No.
I know. I know how much you are secretly in love with Zendaya.
I don't mind Zendaya.
She is giving the same facial reaction to every shot all the time. Now, there's only so much you can do with your face. I know that's a thing. But I think we've been oversaturated with Zendaya.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, Tony. Who else should she play? Go ahead. Give me a movie and we'll throw Zendaya in it.
Actually, she's been in Dune.
Yeah.
She was in Euphoria.
Euphoria.
She was in oh God, Spider-Man.
Sparky says wait until December because I
Yeah,
think
she's got more movies coming out.
She's got a couple other things going on.
Yeah.
So I think there's too much that she's got going on, and I would just say that if you are owning a character so much, she's owning her own popularity, but if you are owning a character so much, you do what Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger did and just play that character for the next 50 years. How long was Kelsey Grammer Frasier, right? That's 20-year run right there, Tony. So I'm just saying, if you do it the right way, Rainn Wilson will forever be known as Dwight Schrute. If you do it the right way, then you are that character, and that's not a bad thing. Her range isn't suspenseful enough.
I don't know. She was just in the Odyssey as well.
I'm never watching that movie. I think they did a great. There's 3 hours, and Helen of Troy. I get what they did there. Very beautiful woman, but I don't know. It's whatever. It's 3 hours long. I think they did a fantastic job of it in the late 90s. I think that was a good one. And even then, like, the CGI was okay-ish to a degree. There's only so much of the story you could tell, sort of thing. It's kind of like every Bob Dylan biopic that's ever been done. They're always bad. And you want them to be good because, I'm a Bob Dylan fan. So I'm like, oh man, I kind of want this to be good. And I'm not going to say that it's good just because Dylan's in it. I'm going to watch the movie and realize, holy fuck, everyone has some kind of run-on sentence monologue that kind of feels like a beatnik thing, Yeah. And it just Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man, it's getting some bad reviews, Tony.
Mixed reviews, I want to say. Not bad, not good. Just right in the middle. It had a high Rotten Tomatoes score. It's a movie that not to say you're either gonna love or hate, but a lot of people are going out to see it and spending a lot of money in the first week.
Did you see it yet or no?
I have not.
Okay, so the only thing I saw, and I liked that I saw this, they proved that the Punisher was just not
too good a character not to put it.
No, he was not helpful at all. That in the reality of the character and what he was doing, that he was just not helpful at all. Like what he was doing, where it's just like of what he thinks he's saving, he's actually adding more destruction to the whole idea, and that is actually what the Punisher character is. He is.
It's like, very accurate to the comic book.
I'm going to avenge my family's death, and I've said this before. Yeah, cool. For how long?
For the rest of your life.
Oh, forever. All right,
forever.
Man. I mean, the first mafia family sounds like you got your revenge. But I don't know. The rest of all this shit, you just shot some kid in the head for jaywalking. What the fuck, man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Lobo movie would have been a great idea.
That would have been a great idea movie.
But
I think without the Supergirl or the Supergirl as a minor character,
dude, this is what'll happen. Yeah, I know, right? This is what'll happen though with the Lobo character. They're gonna start off with Lobo, and they're gonna end, and it's gonna look and be the movie called Freakazoid, and you're gonna be like, why the fuck am I excited about this movie Freakazoid? Damn, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Do you plan on seeing the new Spider-Man movie with the kids, Tony?
Yeah, of course.
Are they excited? Are they begging for you to?
I guess. I don't know. No,
they're
not
begging.
Do you
mean you guess?
They're not begging. Like they don't beg to go to the movies, and they got their own things and their own life, and they got things going on with themselves. 2026 and 2027 does bring for Zendaya, Dune Part 3 and Shrek 5. which should should not be made.
What was that?
Shrek 5.
Shrek 5.
Yes, you heard that correctly, sir. Shrek 5.
Okay. And she's playing who?
She's playing Felicia, who is one of the daughters of Shrek.
Okay. I mean, that kind of counts as a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay. All right. Public service announcement. Martin Darto, stop trying to post on this page. Just throwing it out there. Okay, so here's the numbers breakdown. Spider-Man, brand new day, hauled in $927 million worldwide in its open weekend, second only to Avengers Endgame.
Yep.
Michael S. Griffin says the Spider-Man vs. Hulk scene was totally worth the price of admission. I don't know, Michael. It sounds like you couldn't have shittier imagination if you tried. Imagine your side hustle being the Odyssey. I'm guessing they're referencing Zendaya. I don't know, man. How many times can you see Spider-Man and it still not be new? Right?
I guess.
Yeah. Bad news. Tearful passing for Vincent Pastore.
Big pussy.
Big pussy. Big pussy. He passed away at the age of 80.
Now, what is he known for? He is, I know he is Big Pussy in Sopranos, but I know he did other things as well.
Yeah, he was, him and Paulie Walnuts were in a movie before The Sopranos, and they kind of The Sopranos kind of, not cherry picked, but they did. They picked actors specifically from that Gotti movie, and the dude that played Gotti in that Gotti movie was the person who played Odysseus in the Odyssey back in the late 90s.
Okay.
Full circle there. It was a very okay movie, not great, but John Gotti was not like, a cool mafia guy to even make a movie about. Honestly, it came down to a couple murders, whatever, right? And
sure.
real estate fraud, which I mean anybody could get in trouble for.
Yeah.
In the low, I think it was his charisma on camera that kind of made it more than what it was. The real movie that was made but not made correct. Sorry, Scorsese. The Irishman. What the fuck did you? I watched that. It was not. It was so you know who was like the best actor in that movie? And I'm not even shitting you. Ray Romano.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, that was the best acting I've seen Ray Romano
ever do.
Since he had there was another thing he did on HBO that was pretty good that he was in. But yeah, Ray Romano playing Bill Buffalino.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. De Niro, I love Robert De Niro, but man, you needed to sit on the bench for this one. Too old. Too old. Joe Pesci, I get it. You're let's lace him up again, get the boots going. But man, it's a lazy thing to do with such an art form of movie making and creativity when you're just using the same actors over and over and over again. It's a terrible thing for the audience to want that to happen too, because then you're on the lowest common denominator and you're just using your name to throw around weight and all that nice crap. The Irishman should, it's already been made, but they should just make a movie called I Heard You Paint Houses and rip it that way and do it a different way and make it half as fucking long. I mean, the most interesting thing would be about, and we can get Perluke on here and he could talk because he's been doing some deep dives on that kind of stuff. The summer movie time, though. I mean, yeah, we got a Spider-Man movie. That's a kind of Marvel / Sony, right, Tony?
Marvel Sony, yep.
Yeah, and then we got like the Odyssey.
The Odyssey, which is supposed to be the biggest movie of the year, is kind of taking a little bit of a drop off this week, only because of Spider-Man. But
But listen, if you are that great of a movie, The Odyssey, as it should be, you shouldn't get knocked off from fucking Spider-Man. You know, like you should be. You should. By the way, you also shouldn't be 3 hours long.
Yeah,
Throw it out
there. It's the largest Marvel production of the year, beyond the Avengers, for Spider-Man, for this series in general. Sparky, flip that around.
Flip it around. Zendaya is the cheat code to the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Oh boy.
Yep, because she's in so many things that you could just say Zendaya. I think that's where Sparky was going with that idea.
I guess so.
Well, the halfway through, this is what you posted about the Spider-Man thing. Halfway through a screening of Marvel's Spider-Man Brand New Day, one moviegoer reportedly released a rotten smell that was so foul it prompted security to evacuate the audience. That is from IGN. Antonia is re-reporting it from IGN. Now, what could the foul smell be? So, an audience watching Spider-Man Brand New Day was forced to flee after one moviegoer's sour stomach turned the entire theater into a Dutch oven. The smelly situation happened on August 2nd in Cartagena, Colombia. What the fuck? At the Cine Columbia Multiplex inside the Plaza Boca Grande shopping center. Boca Grande. Reports say that halfway through the Marvel movie, one attendee just couldn't hold it anymore, released a rotten smell that was so foul it prompted security to evacuate the audience. Despite the audience's mass exodus, the theater didn't pause or stop the screening, which continued until the credits rolled. But by that point, most Spidey fans had decided to leave and try their luck another day. Footage from the incident quickly went viral on social media.
And on Sparky's board.
Sparky was there in Colombia. He was showing stunned viewers pouring into a hallway outside the theater, one of whom was dressed in a Spider-Man costume, calling someone on his phone, sparking no end of jokes online. It says, Tony will apologize at a different day. That was Tony. Tony was the one.
I did it.
My God. The situation was so serious that Spider-Man had to call in the Avengers, one user joked online. The Green Goblin dropped a bomb, another quipped. My God. Bunch of whack jobs. While reports speculate that a stink bomb prank could have been to blame, no culprits have yet been identified. Leaving the smelly scenario shrouded in mystery, staff say they have no idea who could have been behind the ordeal either. And the theater itself has not issued a public statement of the matter. Aside from the short-lived screening, Spider-Man Brand New Day has enjoyed a record-breaking opening week at the box office, raking in $360 million domestic, or as the United States government calls it, 36 seconds.
42 billion pesos.
I'm sorry, 360 seconds. Spending about a second a minute. Globally, it still stands in second place to Endgame, which, by the way, due to inflation and all that nice crap, it's really far, far, far behind. If you want to do that kind of math on it. That's why I don't like box office number math, because the number of price tickets could go up.
So Endgame had like $1 billion opening day, while Spider-Man drops in at 932 million worldwide, by the way. Yeah.
Hell of a job, Spider-Man.
Great job, Spider-Man.
You saved the day.
So not a bad movie, you know. Just people are
Who's the bad guy in the movie? Like
The Hand plays a really good part, and then Jean Grey plays another part in it.
What?
Yeah. So they're introducing the X-Men in little spurts. And,
oh, God.
That's one good
fuck.
way to introduce
so they didn't write a movie. They didn't write a movie then. They just
introduce people.
You know, this pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because they just They didn't write a movie. They wrote an introduction to other movies that might be along the way. They introduced a very loose storyline, maybe some funny quips along the way. You know what's really fueling this is the chemistry between the actor and the actress. That is what's fueling it. That one movie that Zendaya was in with Patterson, you could tell that there was absolutely no chemistry between them. And I mean, Patterson was looking at her like she was another fucking species. And he was throwing out those vibes, man. It was a sickening display, but here you go again, Tony. You said you had some funny stories there.
I do.
Throw out.
Yeah.
We got some internet stories here around the globe. If anybody is really in for a treat.
I mean, there's quite a.
Start reading.
God dang it! I have to go back now.
Oh my God.
It's all right. It's all right. Here it comes.
My God.
Hope you're ready. Sparky, get your drawing board all set up here.
Yeah, fire up that pencil.
Turntables aside. Ready to play the news. Motorists in France are driving more carefully after a warning from police. That's right, the police are warning motorists.
Don't stand so close to me.
Drivers.
Don't drive. Don't drive if you drink, you see. Yeah, the police.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty all right. But they are not warning of drunk drivers, Kevin. They are warning of drunk animals.
Oh.
Yeah. It's been a warm, hot summer so far. And the fermented fruit that is falling from the trees in southern France is now making the animals intoxicated.
Oh.
Now, not all road users are sober. If Bambi overindulges on the forest aperitif, it might not be time to drive like you own the road. Drivers are urged to keep an eye out for sudden crossing, inconsistent trajectory, immobilization on the road, and disorderly escape from local wildlife. As per French news.
Okay.
I know, why can't they just drink wine like all the other winos of France?
Well, having just the opposite problem is animals in Utah.
What's wrong with them?
Oh, nothing. They're having just the opposite problem because majority of those animals are also Mormon and they don't drink. Yeah,
you got to watch out for those Mormon deer.
Yeah. No, they're fine. They're very friendly. They just don't blink, and they have many wives.
I find it. Oh, where the hell is it? Why is that not?
You got this other thing going on here, Tony. We got the Rick Ross told vaccinated fans to get Morgan and Morgan and file a class action after Fauci pleaded the fifth over 100 times. Morgan and Morgan commercials, I've heard them before on the radio. They say, Morgan and Morgan, there's only one. Dude, no, there's not. I literally just heard you say 2 fucking Morgans there. So fuck you on there's only one. That's a bunch of shit. I can't trust this law firm now, Tony, because they literally just lied immediately after they promoting themselves. Bunch of cunts. That's what they are. And Rick Ross.
No, they didn't even promote themselves. Rick Ross promoted them.
No, asshole. I literally just said their fucking commercial. You gotta be fucked up. Get that wax out of your ears. That's what Morgan and Morgan's radio commercial says. They say, Morgan and Morgan, there is only one. I swear to God. And now Rick Ross is like, hey, I'm going to tell you all to call Morgan and Morgan because there's only one. Go fuck yourself too, Rick Ross. Rick Ross told everyone who got the shot to lawyer up his pitch to fans. Find Morgan and Morgan and file a class action suit. Rick Ross, you've gone to jail so many times. You don't know how to keep people out of jail. You don't know what you're talking about. Rick Ross was a prison guard and then trying to get street cred, turned himself into an informant. What a scumbag. There's nothing good about Rick Ross. let's see what else. Fauci sat before the Senate Homeland Security Committee on July 29th and invoked his Fifth Amendment right more than 100 times. Ross posted his reaction to Instagram on Friday, telling vaccinated followers, blah, blah, fucking blah. Chairman Rand Paul accused the retired doctor of misleading Congress because he did. Fauci explained his silence in a prepared opening statement, although it pays me to do so because of the respect I have for the legislative branch of government and my decades-long record of cooperating with Congress under the advice of my attorney. I will invoke my right under the Fifth Amendment. Go fuck yourself, Dr. Fauci. How dare you? How dare you be still breathing the same air as everybody else? Somebody needs to get at that dude immediately. Sparky, what do you got on that big board? I saw you going furious with it there for a moment. Furious. Field sobriety test. Okay, dear, I need you to touch your nose.
I think the deer wee-weed.
That'd be great if they did that to a Dodge Ram.
Yeah.
Sparky liked that one a little bit too much. I did too. It's okay. So Tony, in France, so what you're telling me is the French are so lazy they can't pick. They let the fruit rot and ferment in the sun until the animals are forced to just eat it, get fucked up drunk, and run out into traffic. France, you're fucking stupid.
Unaliving themselves in traffic.
Dear France, you should be Germany right now because holy shit. Unaliving themselves. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you get some free meat if you hit a deer or whatever, I guess, right?
There you go.
Jesus Christ. How bad could France be right now? You know, like it's what are they even doing? They're just a tourist spot for women that watch too many Lifetime movies and shit. I mean, at this point, you're basically a Hallmark card for a Lifetime movie, France. You know, like I would have what are you going to do? You're going to see the Eiffel Tower? Big fucking deal, man. I've seen that before, not in person, and I get it. It's probably a little different, but not that much. Not that much. I'm not taking a plane trip over there. And anyone that does, make sure you get one of those fermented apples because they don't clean up their country. They're so fucking filthy over there. They're not cleaning up nothing. You know, that's all I'm saying, dude. You know, clean up your fruit, France. And, you know, these guys are out there to make wine most of the time. People like to talk about French wine and their pastries and stuff while they're so littered that the fucking animals are. By the way, they're not cleaning up the litter either, Tony. They're just telling people, hey, by the way, the animals are probably drunk because we don't clean up our fucking country. Get fucked. Dude, you don't hear stories like that in America. What we got meth-laced alligators, okay?
Yeah, and cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear. Meth alligators, and we got raccoons in AA. Okay,
we do.
You know, we really do. It's a thing. It was.
we got Timothy right now.
We got a cat as a fucking mayor. All right, I'm sorry. We got a cat.
No, we have Timothy the raccoon.
Timothy the raccoon.
What have you seen this one yet?
No. What's going on with Timothy the raccoon?
So Timothy the raccoon is a viral sensation. He's hit several million views. He is a genetically messed up raccoon that has long legs and short arms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sparky's gonna draw a picture of him in a minute, but he's been a viral sensation. Oh, you said 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay.
So he's been a viral sensation that's been hitting the airwaves, and people have been videotaping Timothy all over the place. Just, you know, walking on top of fences or, you know, trying to get from trash can to trash can in general. And people are amazed at the look of Timothy and Timothy or Timothy. I think it's something. But he's a crazy looking raccoon in general.
Let me look him up. Timothy the raccoon. There's a fucking cartoon about him, dude. What are you, crazy?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I mean, he's little. Yeah, these by the way, these cartoons, I've been watching some of the cartoons on PBS. PBS, just go out of business already, because you suck. You're just
Yeah,
awful.
that'd be great.
You got
do us all a favor.
I don't mind Daniel Tiger learning a lesson. That one's properly written for an age group of 4 and under, right?
Yeah.
But there is this other one. Speaking of raccoons, it is like a raccoon, and this raccoon's a pussy. Like he's afraid of everything. And Sparky, flip that big board around, before I start talking shit on PBS still. Paris is always a good idea, starring Lacey Chabert, coming to the Hallmark Channel. Hi, Lacey, call me. What the fuck is that about, Sparky? Explain your work. Unmute yourself. What are you even saying?
What'd you say about Paris? It's a good setting for a Hallmark movie, or
it is, yeah, it is a good setting for a Hallmark movie.
Well, Paris is always a good idea. Coming to the Hallmark Channel.
Oh, okay, all right.
Now, isn't what's her name from Boy Meets World? Topanga, isn't she on all the Hallmark shit now?
Is that her name, Lacey Chabert?
I don't remember what her name is.
No,
Danielle Fisher.
But the girl
Danielle Fisher,
yeah, she does do some Hallmark Channel movies.
They're. Does she do Hallmark movies?
Oh yeah,
it's such
a ton. God, a ton, dude.
They're awful. They're just
every single one of them is a rom-com. With the same plot, same not to say same actor, but same class of actor.
No, Tony, they might as well be the same actor.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying same class of actor.
Same class of actor, yeah.
Yeah. They all look alike, they all sound alike, they all do the same thing, they all have the same dialogue.
Starring the acting talent of Kelly Ripa and the acting talent of maybe her husband. Who knows this guy? I don't know. Maybe. Kelly, we got to find somebody to work with you. Maybe my husband. Okay, we're down to that. Great, let's do it.
Yeah, the next movie is Kelly Ripa starring Northwest.
Kelly Ripa and the Shadow She Feared, starring Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan.
No. The Kanye's daughter, Northwest.
Oh, okay. I mean, that could also be a workable scenario because Kelly Ripa is afraid of black people.
Yeah. Now officially, Northwest has pulled the plug on her upcoming tour this year.
Oh my God, why?
I know. You were thinking to yourself, man, I really wanted to go to a Northwest concert. Apparently, it was hard for her to sell tickets when your dad was buying them all and trying to give them out for free.
That's a supportive dad. What's wrong with that?
That's a great supportive dad. But nobody was going. So she has canceled her upcoming tour due to low concert seat participation.
Her dad was buying them. I mean, you gotta do. The show must go on, Tony. What's wrong with these kids?
Look, sometimes you play to a blank audience.
No, listen, her dad has hundreds of thousands of different personalities baked into him. So you do have
that's true. That's true.
You do have an audience, they're all there. They're all up there.
It'd be amazing if it were just him in the audience.
I'm reading
Yeah, honey. Woo!
I'm reading it right now. Kanye West said the reason he bought all the tickets is so that way Jews wouldn't go.
Ah,
oh, man.
How dare he?
What a jerk.
What a jerk is right.
Jesus Lord, Kanye West. Now these saving the world one canceled tour at a time, says Deanna Sicoli. So nobody's buying tickets. I mean, my God, this poor girl. She's trying. It's kind of fun how Kim Kardashian, just by association and genetics alone, still has to put up with Kanye West, basically, because she is just she's got the same type of personality as her dad.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, wow. Jim Driscoll says maybe she decided to go southeast. And, it's not a funny thing to say. So let's see what people replied to him. I don't know why this is so funny. Got me crying, says Christopher Bryan. You're stoned. That's why you're on a drug, and it's
Because
not
her name is Northwest.
I understand it's a directional joke, Tony, but literally the punchline.
Not everybody got that joke, though.
The punchline cannot just be a different direction.
Yeah.
It just can't. She decided to be a doctor and says Ron Sauce. There have been some fake stories going around. So let me clear this one up. Tom from MySpace. MySpace is rumored to be coming back. I'll save you the news on it. It is not coming back.
Not true.
It is not true.
Never.
So if you are told to sign up for MySpace because, hey, here it is.
It's a phishing site.
It's fucking Indian Tom there.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's not coming back. They have no reason to come back. There's already Facebook, who owns Instagram, who owns WhatsApp, and then they got Snapchat as a different there's TikTok
and Meta and all that other fun stuff.
Meta is Facebook, correct, Tony? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
But they pre-made the Meta away from Facebook.
I don't know anyone on. I don't know anyone who's on I don't know anyone who is on Truth Social. I don't really know anyone who's on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
These are. It's Facebook for the older people. Like if you're 30 or older, Facebook needs to get a younger audience back. Snapchat's for the younger kids, I guess, and TikTok and all that nice crap.
As well, yeah.
Yeah. And there's probably a couple others out there. Who the hell knows? What do I know?
Well, you know what's sad though, and not to say it's sad, but in the movie world, there's another movie that will never be made, and that movie is Blade.
Yeah, and Blade had a good run. First of all, the first Blade was a little kind of a stretch here and there, but Wesley Snipes' ability
it was a good basis for a movie.
It was if it wasn't Wesley Snipes doing it,
100%.
I don't think it would have worked. Okay.
Agreed.
I think maybe if Wesley Snipes said no, the only other person that picks it up, right, would be the person who likes to pick up Wesley Snipes roles who doesn't deserve it. Omar Epps. I'll give you one great example.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll give you one great example. Major League 2. That was Omar Epps. That was not Wesley Snipes. Major League 2 did not need to be made. It didn't need to be made at all. Major League 1, perfectly crafted movie. Loved it. Loved every second of it. Perfectly crafted. That's all.
Charlie Sheen. It was amazing.
Yep. Major League 2, garbage. Garbage time. Worse than Jaws 2. Well, no, it wasn't worse than Jaws 2, but it was bad.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. When you're switching up characters in the first sequel, actors in the first sequel, sorry, it's over. Wesley Snipes, though, he took the role and he owned it. Okay. He owned it for 3 movies, I think. 3, right?
3, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. And 3, Sparky, right? 3. Yeah. And every Blade movie was just as good as the first one. They didn't overdo it. And even if they did overdo it, the Wesley Snipes acting as that character was, and by the way, there was an ensemble cast there as well, too. So not trying to give the full credit to Wesley Snipes. The movie was well cast. The script was average to above average in some spots and below average in other spots. But the below average spots, it gets totally covered up because of the great acting. Why will Blade never be made again, Tony? What's going on?
Well, officially, Mahershala Ali had officially been interviewed in GQ magazine, and he confirmed that the Blade movie is officially dead, and he has officially moved on as well from the troubled Marvel product, the project. There was a bunch of production issues. There was script issues. There was director issues. There was acting issues. And Mahershala wanted to fund a lot of the movie itself.
Okay.
And that was the only way that it was going to be made.
Mm.
But once everything started falling like dominoes, it was horrible production in general. Now, he did say that if Marvel Studios ever does get around to making a Blade movie, it will not be with him. Now, I don't know if he has sour grapes behind the whole situation, but I would if I were him.
Yeah, I mean, no, dude, like, they're, in all reality, if you're not going to get Wesley Snipes to do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, like...
No, Wesley Snipes was supposed to be in the movie.
Wesley
like a way
Snipes
to pass the torch.
He is a very underrated actor.
Yeah.
White Man Can't Jump. He's playing a dude that's hustling another dude who ends up, you know, like that's a pretty cool character to play, right? Demolition Man. I mean, you're playing, like, the range there on Wesley Snipes is sneaky good. Sparky, flip that board around. What's going on? Until the third Blade. Hey, Wesley, do you think I can be Deadpool? Are you a clown, Ryan?
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
I read Sparky's Wesley.
That was the first introduction of Deadpool.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ryan Reynolds too. That was great.
Yeah. Was Ryan Reynolds was he in? He was in Blade, right?
Yeah.
He was in Blade. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he wasn't Deadpool in Blade, right?
Technically, he was Deadpool in Blade.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It was never mentioned, but he had the same katana swords, / Ryan Reynolds facial look, you know. But he did have the until they came out with the X-Men Origins Wolverine, that was the part where they kind of messed up that whole, I don't know, Deadpool-esque situation.
That's the thing. They leave it up to Disney to not do any backstory ever, all the time. Yeah. You know, like it's just, and no one, you know, they have way too much money. Everyone knows they have way too much money for them to ever fail. That's a big problem too.
No, Mahershala, I'm sorry, not to interrupt you, but in the interview, he says, the best way I can answer the question is when I look at what is for me, was either this or that, and I'll take this. So he was just referencing his new movie, Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother, which I guess is what he's working on now.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, no offense to them, I've been doing this professionally for pushing 30 years now, and one thing I've learned is that what is for you, and what is not, is not. For whatever reason, that project is not for me. If they wanted to do it, we would have done it. Yeah. So I have to move on, and I have moved on. Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother feels very much in alignment with the type of work I want to be known for. I don't really want to be known for remakes. I'd love to do original work that resonates with people and impacts them in unique ways. So, I'm good, he continued. Again, you had me under contract. They have billions of dollars. If they wanted to do the movie, we would have done the movie. So we're not doing the movie. When I look at this and Blade, I couldn't have done both. And the reason this even exists is because that project fell apart. And Bassam, who is the director who was helming Blade before stepping down in 2022.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame the guy, dude. You know, like it sounds like that. The more you read there, the more it just sounds like a person who wants to actually create his own movie, and
not even for Black culture. He wanted to do a lot of things for Black culture, especially in the movies now.
Yeah, and like you could you could do something for any culture you'd like, like that's not a problem. If you feel like you can relate more because he's a black dude, right? So like if you feel like you can relate to that culture immediately and help others also um re-relate, showing us that we're all not that much more different. You're not the trailblazer there. The trailblazer would be a guy by the name of Bill Cosby. And that Cosby Show, he portrayed a family situation. They were watch some old episodes for people that just look at Bill Cosby like the rapist that he is. Okay, just watch that show for a little bit and realize that this was the sitcom dad. This was the guy dropping the advice to his kids. This was the guy that was trying to be a loving husband to his wife. The juggling act was seen. The characters were owned and portrayed. Perfectly crafted TV series. The laugh track you couldn't even hear because you were too busy laughing yourself. So like whenever people talk about, hey, I really want to blaze the trail, sir, the trail has already been blazed. So start creating and start making a movie. It doesn't have to be Blade. And he would have thought that it would have had to have been Blade if the blaze hadn't already been trailed for him. Or if the trail hadn't already been blazed for him. Sparky, flip that big board around. What's going on there, pal? Yeah, he's flipping. It says, there will be a new Blade movie. Oh, advice from my attorneys. I am pleading the fifth. Yeah, I think
Fauci the vampire.
I think the world's going to get some kind of justice on Dr. Fauci. I really think that he is not working for the health department. I think the health department is a part of the defense department under his gain of function research and all that nice stuff. And if he's working for the defense department, he has to be in the biotech weapons lab and biotech weapons department. And, there's a slippery slope there where eventually when these hearings end, nothing's going to happen. Sorry to let everybody know. That's the spoiler alert. He's already been pre-pardoned. He ain't going to say nothing because he's going to, and they're going to try to find him in contempt of court, whatever. They'll, walk him through and all that nice stuff. And you have to prove 100% guilt. And, doctors speak so romantically by saying, oh, it wasn't a demand. It was a suggestion. I didn't tell anybody to do anything. I just made my suggestion as science and recommended. As science recommended, dude. And they'll hide behind that. And, it's the same way fiduciaries work whenever they lose all your money. Oh, well, who knew? Who knew the bond market was going to reverse? And now you owe everybody, dude, these people are playing everybody big time. I don't care who your political affiliation is, but I'm telling you right now. And
both sides are playing the fence like a game of ping pong.
So I think what both sides are kind of doing is they're trying to feel out what people really resonate to. Okay.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump in a McDonald's serving fries, acting like undercover boss. Okay.
Yes.
That is fucking hilarious. Right.
Crazy.
And extremely relatable.
Yeah.
You got flashbacks of people remembering Donald Trump from the 90s in that idea. And boy, oh boy, when McDonald's was the biggest thing in the world sort of thing. Dollar menu, man, all of those things hit at the same time. I'm telling you, man, I've been watching very closely and how people react, how they comment, how they fish out the bots. Hunter Biden is taken a very similar approach to what's going on. He's doing the whisper talk, right? Did you see that interview with him? And okay, did you watch the whole thing?
I don't think I watched the whole thing, just a clip.
I watched about 50 minutes of the hour 35. right?
Okay.
50 minutes of the hour 35. It's a long watch. And by the way, both people are character acting to a degree. Okay. Hunter's playing
Oh,
a character.
100%.
Yeah, Hunter's playing a character, and I think Hunter's character is him like he hits himself a little bit first on the hands before you can hit him. So that way you're like, hey, I was gonna call you a crackhead, you fucking crackhead. What do you think about that, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I am. Oh yeah, and you're fucking your dead brother's wife. Yeah,
Yeah, I am.
You got me there. But you know what? I think we can agree on a couple things. It's like, wait, why are you wearing so many bracelets on your hand, weirdo? No, whatever. Anyways, go on, sir. I guess you're not yelling at me for calling you a crackhead. Now, it's your right to call me a crackhead. By the way, at the White House, if it was my cocaine, it would have already been done. Oh,
yeah.
You're right. I guess you would have baked it into a rock of crack.
Interesting.
And so it was between him and Nick Fuentes debating over some stuff, right? Nick Fuentes is a Holocaust denier, denying that there was 6 million Jews murdered during the genocide in Germany during the Holocaust in Germany, World War II. 100 million people died in World War II.
Yeah, and he said, how did they come up with those figures? How did they come up with those numbers?
Oh, man. I mean, and not a bad question, okay? Because if we're taking our arms and hugging the 6 million number, I hate whole numbers. You know how I hate whole numbers, Tony. How old is the universe? 100 bajillion years old. What do you think about that? I think you're lying now, because there's no way it's not like 10,462,155. We're in the year 2026, but according to whole numbers, we're in the year 2000. See what I mean? Like 26 years just didn't matter right there, and in a matter of 10 years, something could matter. So Fuentes and Hunter Biden was playing a blended role of both Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Okay. Yeah. He blended both of those characters together, younger, of course. And Nick Fuentes, who used to be Make America Great with a hat on, now he has been really hitting Trump on the hands as far as everything goes. My political affiliation is non-affiliation, Tony. I know yours is whatever it could be. It's whatever, right?
Whatever.
Doesn't matter. But Nick Fuentes says that the
non-denominational is what we're going with.
He has that. Nick Fuentes has that the theory of how many burgers can you cook or whatever. How many pizzas could you cook within X amount of period of time, right? Yeah. And that's kind of how he thinks it would be impossible, right? Have you heard that theory?
I haven't heard that particular theory.
Or I'm sorry, not pizzas. It was cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, as far as relating to bodies burning and all that nice stuff,
yeah,
there are a couple of weird things too. There were some Jewish soldiers that were Nazis as well. So, like, it's when it comes to a subject that people don't want to talk about, Nick Fuentes is
such as the Holocaust.
Such as the Holocaust. Nick Fuentes is more than happy to share exaggerated opinions on those things.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And it's for clickbait purposes to a degree.
Yeah.
Okay. I've watched a couple of his things, and I can point out what's clickbait and what is going for the, as Hunter Biden says, he says, yeah, but you're getting the lowest common denominator of people. And Fuentes's rebuttal to that was, yeah, but Democrats are also getting the lowest common denominator of people to vote for them when they say, come on in here illegally and we're going to let you vote. and then you could vote, and you already broke the international federally regulated law, but we want you because you're lawbreakers. So they were going back and forth, where I think Hunter Biden had openly admitted, he says, yeah, they did a bad job on that. And that one little agreeing here and there, that's what made the whole back and forth interesting for a little bit. Which clip did you see, Tony?
I don't remember exactly what it was, to be honest. I'm actually looking for there was a huge thing on the North African enclave of Quetta this particular week for Spanish immigrants.
Okay.
And no, Sparky's like, nope. Sparky, you can talk. You're not muted.
Oh. I could draw that picture. It's not going to be pretty, though.
No, Spanish and Moroccan, Morocco. Most crossers returned or were escorted back. Spain installed a new 500-meter sea barrier, but there were roughly 50 to 60,000 migrants, primarily from the sub-Saharan Africa and Morocco, that breached the border into the Spanish enclave of Quetta.
Hold on.
It looked like as if Joe Biden opened up the gates.
Yeah, which is crazy. It was a crazy influx of people that were just trying to get out.
They weren't trying. They got across.
Yeah.
They think it's 50 to 60,000. I think it was more than that.
Good possibility. You know who I did want to talk about, and this is a horrible segue, but one of Kevin's friends, Cam Newton, actually just made the news. And Cam Newton said that he only went to strip clubs for other men. He said, not for the women. That's right, I said it right. Cam Newton said that he only went to strip clubs for other men, not for the women. Now, Cam Newton says that he went to strip clubs to compete with and humiliate other men, explaining that he viewed it as a competition to outspend everyone else rather than a place to meet women. I've never went to a strip club for women, Newton said. Oh, he want to play? I got all day to do this. I'm gonna make this back tomorrow. So apparently he was just talking about the amount of money in a game of cat and mouse that Cam Newton would spend at these strip clubs in general.
Oh, yeah, I don't buy it. I really don't buy it. You know, like, so.
Now, in the article, he said he only went to strip clubs for other men, not the women.
Yeah, Keith Richards he doesn't do the drugs. He just likes to outspend the other drug addict. Come on, man. Like that.
Yeah, that sounds ridiculous.
It is not true. This is what happened. Cam Newton's one of his family members was like, "Hey, you went to strip clubs," and he was like, "Yeah, but it's not what you think." And he just kept saying it so much to the point where somebody's like, "Hey, did you hear that Cam Newton just likes to? Let's talk to him about that on the record." And he's like, "Of course I'll talk about it on the record. Let me just grab a $30,000 hat and a $15,000 pair of sunglasses."
Yeah, he's a little ridiculous.
Couple other things. Yeah, dude, I don't buy it. I just I think that Sparky was at a strip club with Cam Newton before. Go ahead, Sparky. Flip that board around. Show us your memory of Cam Newton there. Hey, I am Superman. I am not giving you any money. Get off the pole. Cam Newton there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, Cam Newton.
A good job football right there. So, I mean, I was thinking about the season today for a little bit of time, and There are some early predictions. People are predicting the Rams to be the super team, of course. The Texans are an underrated team right now. They're getting a lot of people back in action. It's going to be an interesting year, Tony. Are you excited?
Not really.
I can feel the excitement drawing out of your veins there.
I mean, I'm not excited like right at this second. You know,
Man.
once it gets a little bit closer, you can't be like hyping it all up and then you're like fizzle out to a fart as soon as you get to it. You know,
That's all I do is fizzle and fart. You know that.
Yeah.
It's my whole thing.
You're already setting up drafts and you're setting up numbers and you're doing your thing to lose this year. So,
Yo, I went 0-7 last year, right? 0-7. And then I said, I am not going to lose another game.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Yeah.
I did not lose another game. That did not help me get in the playoffs, though.
No.
I did not make the playoffs.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That sucked.
Well. But we're going to do some interesting stuff for the football season. And we'll, of course, stream it live as we are doing certain things. And I know we're doing, we're doing a live draft something this year.
Yeah, we're gonna do the live draft like last year. The first year you suggested it, I was like, I said, I don't know, man. You know, whatever. It's not whatever. It might not be a good idea. Then the second year, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. And you were like, all right, let's do it. And it was a really good idea. It was a lot of fun. I didn't think it would turn out as good as it did, and it really was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was cool.
Thurman kept everybody going. So we're gonna go year 3, year 2. This is the second year going on Zoom live draft. I think we're gonna try it a little bit different this year to make it a lot more interactive.
We'll sports announcer it. We'll do something.
Yeah.
Anyways, we need to end the show. We need to end the show, Kevin.
Yeah.
We need to end the show.
Yeah.
Sparky, where can you find us if you're looking for us?
You can find us on every single major streaming platform, including iHeart, Spotify, Spreaker, Deezer, Castbox, Pocket Cast, GeoReel, Facebook Live Video, Google, Amazon, YouTube, and anywhere else there's major streaming going on.
Perfect. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary.
Of course, you ever loving Picasso?
Okay.
By the way, the gem of geometria, which is an art form, by the way, and the hand of hyperrealism. I had to throw that out there. Guys, we're the Podguyz Podcast. We're bringing it to you every Monday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. We will catch you next week. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Bye.